Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So our channel produces a lot of ENTJ episodes, but we are actually also a psychology channel, so we are coming back to our roots. So over the last 100 years, psychology has risen as a social science. So psychologists have discovered a lot of very interesting effects that we as human beings may go through or may succumb to. So I would like to use this channel as an opportunity to showcase some of these very interesting effects, and you will also get to know how magnificent our brain really is. So in this episode, we're going to feature our first effect, which is known as the placebo effect. So what is a placebo? A placebo basically is a dummy treatment. Imagine yourself taking a pill that has actually no therapeutic value. That is the placebo. So in even simpler terms, the placebo is just a fake pill. It looks like the real medication, but it has got no medicinal value at all. It has no therapeutic value. It's designed that way. So what is the placebo effect? The placebo effect takes place when a person's physical or mental health appears to improve after taking a placebo or the dummy treatment. So one point to note, this placebo treatment is designed to look like the real stuff, but actually the pill itself has got no therapeutic value. Well, research has found consistently that when your brain believes that you are receiving a treatment, your brain can actually convince your body to start to stimulate healing. Yes. So in very layman terms, let's say you have a headache, headache, pain, okay? And you are given a fake Panadol. So this fake Panadol, when you take it, you think that you have already taken some medication. So your body naturally believes that you have taken medication, so it will self-heal. How amazing that is! Your brain is able to do that for you, and we call this the placebo effect. Just because you believe you have taken some medication, you are cured. Because of this, to test the effectiveness of any drug, scientists now have to take into consideration the placebo effect. Medical science have actually advanced and have gone really far. So time and again, scientists may actually come up with a new possible remedy for all our illnesses, physical or mental. In order to establish whether this drug is actually an effective drug, we have to compare with the placebo effect. So for our discussion, let's imagine that there is a new antidepressant that is supposed to help alleviate the symptoms of depression. Does it really work? So scientists will have to break participants who have volunteered for this drug test into 3 different groups. First, the treatment group, the placebo group, and the no treatment group. One point to note is the participants do not know whether they are given the real drug or not. So in the treatment group, the participants are actually given the new drug to be tested. In the placebo group, the participants are actually given something that looks exactly the same as the new drug, but does not have any therapeutic value. So imagine getting a Panadol that looks like Panadol, tastes bitter like Panadol, but actually has got no therapeutic value, no medicinal value. So that will be group B. But the participants do not know that this drug is actually a placebo, that this drug is actually empty and fake. So at the end of the trial, all these depressed volunteers, we are now going to make a comparison of all the 3 groups. Suppose that in the no treatment group, the recovery rate is only 5%, but in the placebo group, actually the recovery rate is 20%, and in the treatment group, the recovery rate is 25%. Then you can see here there isn't much of a difference between the treatment group and the placebo group, meaning that it is very likely that this treatment is ineffective. But this is really beside the point. In this video, I am actually going to feature on the placebo effect. Isn't it wonderful that your brain can actually work miracles for you just because you believe? So the fake pill is only one example in which we can think about the placebo effect. Psychologists have also found that the placebo effect also applies in a lot of other settings. So in another experiment, the participants who came in were led to believe that the drink that they're going to drink is actually alcohol when it has got no alcoholic content at all. When the participants actually believed that what they are drinking was alcohol, guess what happened? They actually acted drunk. They felt tipsy. But the fact is, there was no alcohol at all. So this is very amazing because this evidently shows that your brain can actually work wonders for you if you believe. So you definitely may have heard of cases whereby physicians tell their patients who are actually suffering from stage 4 cancer that they only have 1 or 2 months to live. But these patients may outlive this 1 or 2 months even beyond that to 3 to 4 years and even beyond. So it is very possible that these patients have a very strong brain. They believe that they will survive, and so they survived. But of course, the placebo effect can also act in the reverse way. It is also possible that if you were led to believe that the water you had just drunk contained a certain amount of poison, then you start to go on a convolution. Convulsion is convolution. You might go on a convulsion, like go on a fit. It's possible because you believe so. So viewers, I hope that you found this episode very interesting because this is only the start. So there are more psychological effects that I'm going to talk about down the road that tell you how amazing your brain actually is, or your mind if you have it. So the brain is actually more powerful than you have actually imagined. Use it wisely. So okay, more of this kind of episodes to come. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more psychology and fun stuff. We also do MBTI, so if you're interested in MBTI, do check us out. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.